Hello, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Mid-Vancouver Island Real Estate Market Update. I'm Debbie Simmonds with eXp Realty. This is for the market areas of Crofton, Chemainus, Saltaire, and Ladysmith, and covers the past 7 days. And this is for the week of May 10th. We had a lot of market activity again this week, however, less than the prior 2 weeks, and we'll explain why. I'll just show you the hot sheet first so that you can see what happened, and we will explain it. Okay. So we had 11 new listings in this small market area, ranging from a lot at 299,000 all the way up to a single family dwelling at 1.67 million. We had 15 new sales a condo at $339,000 in Chemainus went right up to a $1.4 million waterfront in Oyster Cove and Ladysmith. And then we had 8 properties change hands. So that's a little less activity than we have been seeing. What's still affecting us largely are people not being able to make it to the island with the travel restriction. I'm getting phone calls on my listings and people just very frustrated that they can't get here right now. So properties are sitting on the market a little bit longer and there are fewer multiple offers happening. So that's a bit of a slowdown. Also, with the government intervention on mortgages that takes effect June 1st, May 24th, it will outline it completely, but people are already not qualifying. They've already started not qualifying because unless they have a deal on the table right now, the rules are all changing June 1st. You're going to have a higher down payment, qualify for a higher mortgage rate, etc. The biggest story in the financial world right now is inflation, and we're seeing this in the real estate market. So all of these building materials are causing this enormous inflation. And so when they cause it in new construction, it spills over into resale as well and drags their values up along with it. This is unprecedented in all markets, not just real estate right now. The government is bringing in so much fiscal stimulus and monetary stimulus, and we need to protect ourselves from it. And by owning real estate is one way to protect yourself. So I certainly am hanging on to my home right now. I want to draw your attention to the new home buyers program. It is a rigged game. Not many people have signed up to it once they fully understand it, and I want to explain it to you. So the government's offering between 5 to 10% of the purchase price in the form of a 25-year loan for new construction, 5% for resale home, or 5% for mobile home. What you may not understand when you sign on to this is that you're making the government your business partner. And the government will take their share of this when you go to sell. So when you sell or when you reach 25 years, that you've owned the home for 25 years and you haven't sold, you owe them the money back to this government. And it could be, it's 5%, I believe, of the value when you sell it. And that could be $50,000 that you weren't counting on handing out to the government the day you sell your house. It could be more, could be less. It depends how long you own it, how much you board, and so on. So you really, if you're thinking of that program and you're a first-time buyer, talk to an accountant. I highly doubt an accountant would recommend something like that. Another thing you need to be aware of is that the price of steel, we've heard, is going up 30% next week. I myself am having to replace the roof of my home, but I can't do it till September. And so I am buying all the building materials right now this week because they are skyrocketing. A part of that are all of the flashings and things that are made of steel. So if you have a big project in mind, it might be a good time to buy now and store it till you're going to use it, or because you may be paying a heck of a lot more for it a few months or even a month. I mean, these things are changing daily, actually. You know, I mean, the price of lumber is changing daily. So that is a good hot tip. I have a featured listing this week. It's 1560 Joan Avenue, Crofton, listed at $699,900. It's a delightful, charming home that's been ocean view, great ocean view, very close walking distance to the waterfront walkway in Crofton. It has been run as a B&B. Someone could continue to do so or not. Anyway, that is a great listing, one to look at for sure. And my featured business of the week is the indoor Chemainus market. If you haven't discovered it yet, where the old Chemainus Foods has been converted to an indoor market, and there are numerous vendors in there, all kinds of fun things, great ideas for gifts, gourmet doggy treats, fish and chips, Andy's Fish and Chips, an ice cream parlor, an old-fashioned ice cream parlor. It's just a delightful way to spend the day. So that's one for you to check out if you haven't checked it out so far. So that's the report for this week, and I hope you have a great week ahead. We've had wonderful weather this week. After the May 24th weekend, the off-islanders will start coming and house shopping again, and so we can look forward to increased market activity at that time. So thanks so much for watching and listening. I am Debbie Simmonds with eXp Realty, 250-246-0708. Please call me with all of your real estate needs. Professional, caring, kind.